Hi Sanjana, thanks for joining us. So can you please share your journey, like how you started and now you are a Ashtanga yoga teacher. So can you please share?
Yeah, so I started yoga around 10 years back.
Okay.
And I did not start with Ashtanga. I actually had some kind of hormonal issues. So for which I was looking for a solution. And that's when I came into yoga.
Okay.
That's when I was introduced, and my mother just randomly said that you can just join yoga and see if it helps or not. And I just joined a center nearby.
Okay.
And I continued that for 3 years. And 7 years back is when I joined Ashtanga. So that's how I started yoga.
So can you please tell us about what is yoga? What is the meaning of yoga?
Yeah, so there are a couple of scriptures which talk about yoga, and one is Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which was written by Patanjali Muni. Okay. And primarily it says Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. That means that it eradicates the fluctuations in the mind. So vritti here means actually a vortex. If you have seen like a whirlpool, that is kind of a vortex. And what are the two characteristics of vortex is one, that it keeps looping in the same direction without going anywhere.
Okay.
Right? It just keeps going on in a loop. The second characteristic of a vortex is it sucks something which is in its vicinity.
Okay.
Right? So that is the characteristic of our thought.
Okay.
If we have observed it, it's always in a loop. It doesn't go anywhere. Right? At the same time, it also sucks your energy. It sucks your concentration. Right? So these are the two characteristics of a vortex, and which is directly related to our thoughts. Okay. So he says yoga chitta vritti nirodha. So yoga is a tool where yoga has tools, I would say. Yoga is not a tool, but has a couple of tools where you can eradicate these kind of fluctuations in the mind.
Okay.
And Bhagavad Gita talks about samatvam yoga uchyate. Then karmasu kaushalam. Right? And karmasu kaushalam means skillful in action. It's not how you're skilled in that action, right? But your attitude towards that action. Okay. The attitude behind that action.
Okay.
Okay? Like without so much attachment to that work that you're doing. Right? You're able to perform your duty, but without a sense of doership or enjoyment. That is very difficult actually. Right? Just like the way, suppose your left hand is injured, right? And once it is injured or it's in pain, automatically your right hand goes here to support it.
Correct.
But the right hand never says, oh, I'm doing this work, I'm doing such a great work for the left hand. Nor does the left hand say that, oh, the right hand has come, like I'm enjoying this process of someone coming and helping me. That is also not there. So that kind of an attitude we need to have when we are performing different kinds of activities.
Okay.
Samatvam yoga uchyate is equanimity, detached from success or failure. So these days mostly we are all getting so attached to the result of the activity that we forget about the activity itself, about the journey itself. Okay, so that is called samatvam. That is that equanimity which we have towards success and failure. Okay. We should not be too happy or too excited when we have success, nor are we too depressed in failure. How do we handle that kind of a journey? The journey is more important than the destination. That is the crux of it.
What is different? Like people are going to gym. So how this yoga is different from the, because people thought like it is a kind of Surya Namaskar, it is like stretching a body, it is like a, so how it is more than just an exercise?
Okay. So, first of all, I will tell you the difference between asana and exercise, physical exercise. Okay. Asana, you cannot say completely as a physical exercise because, first of all, there is a lot of concentration on breath. Okay. First aspect of asana practice is breath. It is not how you stretch. It is not how you're able to do a certain asana, how flexible you are, how strong you are. Flexibility and strength are the byproducts of practicing asana. Okay? The first concentration should be on the posture, that is for sure, and breathing. Okay? So that aspect is not there in physical exercise. That does not mean that I'm degrading physical exercise or anything. We all should do physical exercise. Okay? Like walking is also a physical exercise only. Okay? So, but asana is that one kind of tool, which I would say, where you're able to concentrate on the breathing. Breathing is the one which connects your body and mind. Okay. And in physical exercise, what happens is, one is that you're stimulating the body so much. Okay, you're running. There are different kinds of strengthening exercises, conditioning exercises. You're continuously doing it. Then there is no concentration on relaxation that much, whereas asana has. Okay. So there are two things which our body has, like autonomous nervous system, right? We might have learned it in school. So autonomous nervous system has sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic nervous system is the one which stimulates, like walking, running, right? Any kind of activity, it is by the sympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system is for relaxation. Okay. So the sympathetic nervous system, now there is some kind of some kind of an activity, right? You stimulate the body, the nervous system gets activated, the blood circulation happens, everything happens. But at the same time, it has to come down. It has to come down to the normal level. That is done by the parasympathetic nervous system. That is where we are lacking. Okay? In physical exercise, not much concentration is given to relaxation. But in asana, it is there. While doing the asana itself, you might see a slight balance, not slight, a lot of balance between both the nervous systems, because you're staying in that one posture and you're breathing. And breathing is one thing that can balance both. It can also bring in relaxation. Okay, and after every practice, you have, in certain schools of yoga, they call it shavasana, where you're just lying down and trying to consciously relax each and every part of your body. Okay, it is not just lying down, but consciously closing your eyes, you're giving relaxation to every part of the body. So that is one big distinction between both. Okay. And now let me make one more thing very simple about asana is, think about asana as a tool to get into meditation. Okay, if you think about the real meaning of asana, in Hindi you say asan. Asan matlab seat. Right? So what does a seat do? Make you comfortable in something. That's what asana does. Make you comfortable in sitting in one posture. It could be Padmasana. Eventually it has to be Padmasana. Okay, sitting in any one posture without having too much fluctuation in the mind. Okay, and doing meditation. That is the ultimate purpose of doing asana.
Okay.
Okay, it might look fancy and all, but end of the day, this is the reason, or this is the ultimate aim of doing asana.
Okay.
Can you please talk about the 8 limbs of yoga?
Yeah. So, as we discussed earlier, Patanjali Yoga Sutra talks about Ashtanga, right? There are 8 limbs. Limbs means, one, we need to understand that limb means each and everything is connected to each other. It is not parts. Okay, parts means, when we say in English parts, means one is somewhere here and one can be another somewhere there. But limbs are always connected to each other.
Okay.
Right? So the first one he says is Yama, Niyama. Yama, okay, the do's and don'ts, the disciplines that we need in life. Okay, Yama, Niyama, then only comes asana.
Okay.
So those days, if you see, asana was not just taught free of cost. Free of
Okay.
cost means not in terms of money, but in terms of discipline.
Okay.
Okay, whether the student is really ready or not to learn asana. Okay, so that was tested in those days. Now, unfortunately, we have it everywhere.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, it has become a business now. So Yama, Niyama, then comes asana, then comes pranayama.
Okay.
Okay, then comes pratyahara. Pratyahara means you are able to control your sense organs. Okay, because your sense organs are the ones which drive you. You might think that you have the reins of a horse, right? You think that you're in control. The reins are your sense organs, okay? But it's actually not in your control.
Okay.
Okay, suppose you're seeing a chocolate and you want to really have it. Okay, you look at it because the eyes are looking at it, your taste buds have tasted it before, so you're attracted towards that chocolate. Okay, so those kind of control will happen with yoga.
Okay.
Okay, you may have it, but you will not have so many. Okay, so that is pratyahara. Then you have dharana.
Okay.
Once you have control over your sense organs only, you will be able to have one pointed focus.
Okay.
Okay, so then you will go to dhyana. Dhyana is meditation. Okay, for example, like you're on a cycle. When you're learning cycling, the first few days you will put in a lot of effort. You'll have that one pointed focus.
Correct.
To like cycle. Okay, I need to do this. This is when I need to leave my legs. And then once you learn, that focus is not required. You're just cycling. You're conscious, but
Okay.
you're conscious of what is happening, but you're just cycling. It is like that. That is the difference between dharana and dhyana.
Okay.
Okay, and then you have samadhi, which I am not going to go in detail. It is not about death or anything. It is that you are going beyond this physical existence.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, like, we are just going to talk about the corporate employees.
Right.
Many problems are there. I will cover one by one. So first one is like like continuous sitting on desk. First thing is like stress will come. Second is like physical unalignment will happen. So for them, what's your like which yoga practice they have to do? They will add in their daily routine.
So I will only give you suggestions like what practices can be done. Okay. So when you are in office, okay, I'll also mention about eyes, okay, because you are continuously exposed to blue screen, right?
Correct.
Blue light. So if like every half an hour or every 1 hour or after a meeting per se, you're able to just close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, only close your eyes for 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, and then open.
Okay.
Okay, that can be done, or moving the eyeballs up, down, 10 times, and diagonally, like left hand side up and right hand side down.
Okay.
Right hand side up, left hand side down. diagonally 10 times. This takes hardly a minute or two, right? So that can be done for the eyes. Next, you spoke about neck and your back. One is when you have a break, like a short break, try to just move your neck up and down, then rotate this way, okay, and then look sideways and bring your chin down, and then to the left to right, this way, each 10 times, okay. And another practice that you can do is keeping these two fingers here a little away from the chin this way, and then trying to touch the two fingers, like you can see the movement of my neck going forward, backward, like a pigeon. You might have seen a pigeon doing this, right? Forward, backward, forward. This is something everyone can do who has neck issues. Okay. Now for the back, I would highly recommend to get up from the chair every 1 hour. Please don't sit for more than an hour, and just try to walk around, probably speak to other colleagues or try to network, however, or go to the cafe or spend some time there, or just walk around just to connect with nature, just getting out of the air condition and being in nature for some time. Just walking around a little and then coming back to your seat, if that is possible. Right? Instead of like going for a chai break for a long time, this is something which could be incorporated. So sitting for a long time is the worst thing that can be done for the body. Okay. And one more really big thing is, if you can, I cannot tell offices to do this, but if you're working from home, please do not sit on chairs which have these wheels and they are marketed as, the good for your back and all that. If you have a dining chair, if you have a dining chair with an erect back, that helps a lot. That keeps your back really erect. Okay, if you feel a little discomfort, you can keep a cushion. Okay, but try to avoid the chairs which have those wheels and they are moving around. Try to avoid it. And sometimes we even have this habit of doing this. So try to adjust the level of your keyboard on the keyboard. And if you can have like a standing table, which are very common these days, where you can adjust the height of the table, you can stand and work, sit and work. If you have that much capacity to buy one, please buy. Otherwise, just keep a stool on top, keep your laptop and try to attend meetings if that is possible. Okay. So these kind of small changes we can incorporate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have talked about physical, like how we can. Now, second aspect is like they work in high, you can say, stress environment. So in that time, that anxiety, stress will come. So in that, it is very difficult to handle two situations. Sometimes they will woke up in night only. Have I given that run or not? So how to handle that situation, because it is very difficult, because in the 20s only, if we are taking so much stress, so just think what will going to be in future. So in that, how that daily yoga will help to handle those stress.
So as I said, like asana practice gives a lot of importance on breathing. Okay, and asana, and if we incorporate pranayama also, it will definitely reduce stress, mental stress. If you feel, the task is extremely difficult for me to do, try to do like nadi shuddhi, alternate nostril breathing. That, as I said, it immediately affects your mind. Because breathing can affect your emotions also. For example, if you have seen when you're angry, you might have seen that your breath goes extremely fast. But when you're listening to a music or you're doing something which you like reading or something like that, your breath is actually very calm. So that is the correlation between your breath and the emotion. Okay. So if you're able to do that even before a task, that will give some kind of relaxation.
Correct.
Okay, so one thing I would like to highlight here is how stress can slowly percolate and go into your physical body. Okay, so these days, all the diseases that are there, for example, diabetes or blood pressure, hypertension,
Correct.
all these are lifestyle diseases. So these are called psychosomatic diseases. Okay, the root word you can see, psycho, that means it's in the mind. Okay, it's the stress that we all take in the mind. Okay, so the first phase of anything, the mental phase, it's called. Okay, it is the mental phase. So if you're taking a lot of stress, you will see some people cannot sit in one place. They will keep twitching like this.
Okay.
You will see the pen, they'll keep clicking the pen this way. Okay. Then some people are very proud in saying that I cannot sit idle, but that's a problem. Okay,
Correct.
I cannot sit without doing anything. That's a pride for some people, but it is actually a problem. That means you cannot handle your own thoughts.
Correct.
You cannot sit by yourself. That is a big problem. Okay, so this is at the mental level, that the stress is slowly percolating. Okay. And then what happens is, when some people are able to express their anger, right? Like a lot of anger, they'll get irritated for everything. They'll start yelling at some people who are not even related to the situation, right? Unnecessary. Then some people are able to just suppress those kind of emotions. They might have that anger, but they don't express it. Now both are bad.
Okay.
Both are bad. One is expressing, but it is just unnecessarily, it's going on, coming. Other one is suppressing, okay, and it's just the emotions are so suppressed, they're not able to channelize it. It's not channelizing anywhere.
Okay.
It's not going anywhere. So both are bad. Okay, this is happening at the mental level. So mental level, for some people, it will settle at the mental level and it will become anxiety or depression. Now for some people, what happens, it goes to the psychosomatic phase. Okay, for example, you will have small indications in the body. For example, digestion issues, right? Headaches, frequent headaches.
Correct.
Okay, then some people, the power will also slowly start increasing. Okay, that also happens in some people. So all these small indications which are there, are we need to think about it. That the body is signaling something. I'm not getting enough sleep, as you said. Okay, I'm not able to sleep at night. Some people are sleeping on time, but they are not able to sleep. They are not getting that sound sleep. That is another problem, right? So these are all psychosomatic phase. Then at this phase also, we don't address it. Then slowly it will come down to somatic phase, where it will come to hypertension. It will come, like, you can label those. It will come to hypertension. It will come to gas problems, acidity, right? Epilepsy, migraine, all that. That is somatic. That is also not addressed. Then it comes to the organic organ level.
Okay.
That is the autoimmune. The autoimmunity in the body dies. For example, like we have military in a country. What is the work of a military? Is to protect the country, right? Now what if the military people are drunk? The warriors are drunk, right? Out of control. So they won't know who's the enemy, who's the friend. They'll start shooting everybody.
Correct.
That is what will happen to the cells. And now there are a lot of autoimmune diseases. Okay, lots of them. It's not only like this, what do you call, the lupus or Hashimoto. Many are there now. Okay, so many autoimmune diseases are there.
Okay.
So in these kind of phases, it will slowly percolate from the mental aspect to the physical aspect.
Okay.
Okay. So in this way, sleep. If you're, one is you need to understand quality of sleep. If you might be sleeping for 5 hours, but you've had the best 5 hours of sleep. Okay. Next is the number of hours. We all need 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
Okay.
Okay. You're able to sleep for 7 to 8 hours, but the quality of sleep is less. That is also bad.
Correct.
Okay. So we need to understand what is the root cause of everything.
Okay.
Okay. I know people who can sleep for only 4 hours, but their energy levels are fine.
Okay.
Okay. They are able to work throughout the day. They are able to do their activities properly, everything. We should also concentrate on quality. Okay. Initially, let's not concentrate on the quality too much. Quantity, let us increase it. Say if you're sleeping for 5 hours, increase it to 7 to 8 hours. That quality will come only when the body is completely switched off. Okay. One is that we all need to have dinner early.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe maximum by 7:30. If you are sleeping by 10:30. Okay. And sleep early. That is when you are sleeping, making sure that all the devices are switched off. Everything is switched off. Okay. And you are just giving some time to yourself. Maybe you want to write a journal, you want to read something positive you want to read. Okay. And then you have an orange light, not the white light in your room.
Okay.
You put the orange light on and you're able to read. Okay. And then maybe meditate or do some kind of breathing practice and go to sleep. Okay. These practices will definitely help in increasing the quality of sleep. Okay. Because you are not looking into the screen and stimulating your mind. You're not putting some negative thoughts into your mind and sleeping. You're reading something positive and you're sleeping. Right?
I come to the second problem, which is kind of continuous stomach pain is happening. Acidity is the main issue. People are thinking like, I am not eating junk food, but still I am facing. So what's the issue with that? One is like they are eating junk food. So let's say in the busy life, it is very difficult to maintain all the things.
Yes.
So what these guys can do, according to you, what they can add certain things in their meal?
Always recommend, this is the first thing like even I'm doing these days, is anything we are looking at a product, okay, any packaged item, when we're looking at the product, we are seeing like less sugar or no added sugar, gluten free, this, that, all that is written, right? First we need to avoid packaged food, okay, and just don't get carried away by the packages, what is written on the front side of the package. Please turn around and see the package.
Okay.
See what is written. Is the first ingredient sugar? Please avoid it. Okay.
I have also faced. They will mention no sugar, backside sugar is there.
First ingredient is sugar because the ingredient, the label that they put in the packages or the packets are according to the percentage of those ingredients. If the first one is sugar, that means the most amount that is present in that particular food item is sugar. Okay, so it goes in decreasing order of the ingredients.
Okay,
so the first one is sugar, means you should definitely avoid it.
Sugar has to avoid.
Yes. Okay. And if you are going to a hotel, okay, and you are ordering, maybe many bachelors can relate to this. If you're ordering something, the first thing that we could all order is a salad. Okay. Increase the fiber content in our meal. We should look at our plate and see and be happy with the colors.
Okay.
Okay, our plate should be colorful. Okay, so the first thing that you can order is a plain salad without any dressing, nothing, just a cucumber,
Okay.
carrot, radish, or whatever, just that green salad that you get in any restaurant. Get that. That has lot of fiber.
Okay.
Okay, so when the fiber goes inside your body first, it reduces the glucose spike which happens.
Okay.
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 Then you go to whatever, you order dal, you order rice, but always see the proportion. That sabzi is more, the curry is more, and protein is equally there, and then your carbs are less.
Okay.
We should always ask ourselves, in what profession are we? Am I a farmer? Am I an athlete? If I am not, then I do not need this much rice or chapati.
Correct.
Okay, so this question we should ask. If you're not in physically demanding professions, then we do not need that much carbs, carbohydrates, basically. Okay, so this we need to look at our plate, just the proportion. Okay, one thing we need to understand is our dinner and breakfast, the previous day dinner and the next day breakfast. At least let us start with 12 hours of gap.
Okay.
Okay, there has to be 12 hours of gap. Why I'm saying this is because at night the body has to repair, has to go through the process of repairing. Okay, this will not happen if we have eaten something just before sleeping, something heavy I'm saying. Okay, that is why we all stress on the fact that we should have early dinner. Okay, because the body has to heal at night, the body should be concentrating on healing than digestion. If the body is concentrating on digestion, then healing will not happen.
Correct.
That is when you have all the other things related to sleep disorders. Okay?
Correct.
So that is why a lot of importance is given to sleep. That is when you close the eyes and you're able to sleep, there is a hormone called melatonin which gets secreted. Then it goes to the other glands in the body, other hormones get secreted, it helps in the repairing process, the healing process in the body. All those things will happen when we sleep.
Okay.
Okay, if we have late dinner, then the body will concentrate only on digestion. Okay, that is the key thing that we need to remember. At least starting with 12, then once you're able, 12 is actually not bad at all. It's not difficult. 12 hours is achievable. Okay, once you're able to achieve 12 hours, then you go to 14 hours, then you go to 16 hours, and then done. That's more than enough. Okay, so nowadays they call it intermittent fasting, but we have had, in our culture, we've had it for a long time. Like I remember my grandparents and all having early, like sunset itself, they will have their dinner and they call it off. By 9 they all sleep, and then next day early morning breakfast concept only was not there those days. So they will have something light, maybe like a kanji that we say, like a porridge or something, and then have proper lunch by 12 or something, 11:30, 12, right? That this practice has been there for a long time, but now studies have shown that it is good, and they give a lot of importance to fasting and everything, and it's termed as intermittent fasting. Okay. So this we have been doing for generations. Now we have forgotten about it. Now if at all we feel hungry at night after coming back from work, then you can have some dry fruits. Like always we should have some packets of badam, kishmish, walnuts, all those small, these are simple to buy. Just have few of them and keep them with you. Okay, and then the next day morning you can start with some light breakfast. Okay, so I personally have fruits and some smoothies. Okay, because I start very light. Okay, and after that for lunch is something heavy, like whatever, salad, as I said, dal, and your sabzi has to be more, and your rice and chapati has to be less, and dahi or whatever that every household has, right? Any tradition has that. So this is but just look at your plate and see the colors. It should be colorful.
Colorful.
That's all. Okay. And the proportions, just look at the proportions. And snacks, yeah, as I said, again, have dry fruits. When you're in office, also have makhana and all you get, right? You can get even roasted one these days. So just get a roasted makhana. If not, then some other like sweet corn or something you get on the roadside. Butta you can have.
Correct.
Butta is something you get on the roadside. Please have coconut water. Coconut water and the malai you get with it. Right? That is something that you can have for snacks. That is one of the cheapest ones we get, right? So that is something we can incorporate. And dinner as early as possible. I would recommend by 7:30 for sure. And again, if you're having same dal, rice or chapati, whatever, again the proportion, salad. Okay.
Now we are going to celebrate International Yoga Day.
Yeah.
So what is the significance of this day, and what is your message to our viewers who are watching this video? How they can add this yoga into their real life, and who is after watching our video they are going to, okay, I am going to start yoga. So what is your message to them also?
Yeah, so Yoga Day was propagated by our Honorable Prime Minister, right? We have always had yoga before, but it has come to the limelight because of him. So Yoga Day, I would just say, is a way of propagating this practice, because it is something which is rooted to our culture. It is actually was based in India only, right? So that is why so much importance is given to this day. Otherwise, if you are a regular practitioner, yoga day is like every day. Okay.
Correct.
So what I would urge people to do is, why to make it a practice, just like how you brush your teeth or anything, it could become a daily routine, is because we are taking too much stress. Okay. And the physical stress is coming from mental stress only. Okay. So yoga has those techniques where we can control or manage both. Okay. So it is really arising, like it is just rising like the speed of light. Okay. So the number of diseases that are arising, the number of mental illnesses that are arising, right? So I think these need to be addressed, and this particular practice, it has tools which can help in eradication of these things, and understanding our existence, understanding what is the purpose of our life and why are we here, and relating to ourselves, basically our true nature. Okay. So this has a lot of, I mean, yoga is a huge subject. It's just not asanas, as I said earlier. It is a huge subject. It will take ages to even understand what it is about. But it has a lot of tools to understand how to look at a situation, or how to look at a perspective of life will slowly start changing.
Okay.
So
thanks, Sanjana.
thank you.
Hope you guys enjoy this episode. If you have any query regarding yoga, we will sync up in the next podcast. So thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please like this video and also share with your friends and colleagues. And to be updated what's coming up in this channel, don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you have any query, you can put in the comment section. And in the description, I have given my LinkedIn ID. Please be in connect with that. So thanks for watching this video.